Hello students, today I will solve some different type of problems in chapter indices. These are the algebraic equations containing exponential terms. Algebraic equations containing exponential terms means having the terms which are having the power. Exponential term means power terms. Those terms which are having some power. So how will you solve these equations? So see here if you see the power is 2x plus 3. This power is monomial or binomial. You have heard about these words: monomial, binomial, trinomial. Monomial means containing only one term. Binomial containing two terms. Trinomial containing three terms. And as we know that powers are separated by plus and minus sign only. It's clear? Means when you are writing 2x plus 3, it does not mean that this is containing two terms. It is a single term. Here 2 and x is in product and it is a single term. This is another term. It's clear? This term is different from this because there is plus sign. It's clear? But suppose if it is like this, then it will be the same term. So terms are separated by plus and minus sign. So here power is binomial having two terms. Here power is x, which is monomial. So first of all, I am doing question number 4. First of all, what will you do? You will change all the powers. If the powers are algebraic, you change all the powers in simplest, in the lowest form. It's clear? You will write all the power terms in the lowest form, means power terms in the lowest form. So here you split it. How will you split it? You will apply the product rule in the reverse order. That is 2 to the power 2x into 2 to the power 3. If you simplify by using product rule, you will get the same thing. 2 to the power 2x plus 3. It's clear? Minus 9 into 2 to the power x plus 1 equals to 0. Now this is what? 2 to the power 3 means 8. So 8 into 2 to the power 2x minus 9 into 2 to the power x plus 1 equals to 0. Now see here, you can see here it is 2 to the power 2x and here it is only 2 to the power x. Then what will you do? Because both are the different thing. Here power is 2x, here power is x. So what will you do? You write this term as 2 to the power x whole to the power 2. 2 to the power x whole to the power 2. It's clear? So 2 to the power x here in this also as well as here also. So you write it in that form. 8 into 2 to the power x whole to the power 2 minus 9 into 2 to the power x plus 1 equals to 0. Let 2 to the power x equals to a. You have taken it equal to a. So what will happen? It will become 8a square minus 9a plus 1 equals to 0. Now it is very easy to solve this equation. How will you solve? You will first of all factorize it by splitting the middle term. So here 8 1 ja 8. So what will you do? 8a square minus 8a minus 1a plus 1 equals to 0. You will split the middle terms. 8a is common from first two. When you will take 8a common, so a minus 1. From here minus 1 common, a minus 1. So a minus 1 when common from whole. So 8a minus 1 equals to 0. So this bracket multiplied by this bracket equals to 0. Therefore, I am writing here, therefore from zero product rule, what is zero product rule? If the product of two quantities is 0, then either first quantity will be 0 or second will be 0. So here a minus 1, when a minus 1 equals to 0, a equals to 1. When 8a minus 1 equals to 0, 8a equals to 1, or a equals to 1 upon 8. Now corresponding to each value of a, we will determine x. And how? By using this substitution which we have assumed here. It's clear, because we have to determine the value of x. So you can see here, when a equals to 1, when a equals to 1, so 2 to the power x equals to 1. Now see here, we will write this side also in the power form. We will write right hand side also in the power form. Now what will you write so that value comes? And how will you write in the power form? You will write in the power form in such a way that base should be 2. Base should be 2. It's clear? Why you will keep base equal to 2? Because you have to find the power. Here where x is in the power, so you will keep the base 2 in right hand side. So you write such a exponential term with base as 2 so that its value is equal to 1. Means क्या करना है? राइट हैंड साइड को पावर के फॉर्म में लिखना है. Then we will write this RHS in the power form in such a way that the base is 2 and the value is equal to 1. So how much power is raised over 2 so that the value is 1? So that we know that 2 to the power 0. 2 to the power 0. 1 can be written at 2 to the power 0. So bases are same, so therefore on equating powers, x equals to 0. So this is the one answer. Now another answer you will get from the second one. A equals to 1 upon 8. When a equals to 1 upon 8, so 2 to the power x equals to 1 upon 8. Once again the same thing. Left hand side is in the power form, x is in power. What is power here? Power is x. So right hand side also you will write in the power form such that base is 2. Such that base is 2 and value is equal to 1 upon 8. Means how much power you raise over 8 so that value becomes 1 upon 8. So as you know that this can be written at 2 to the power 3. It will be 2 to the power minus 3. On carrying up it will become this. So bases are same, therefore on comparing powers x will be equal to minus 3. So what are the answer? You will write finally answer x equals to 0 or x equals to minus 3. It's clear? X equals to minus 3. This is the answer. So this way you can solve the algebraic equations containing the exponential terms. Now you see the question number 3. These are not difficult. Or in place of taking 3, first you take 1. Question number 1. Now very simple here. question number 1, 3 2 to the power x, power is monomial having one term, plus 1 equals minus 2 to the power x plus 2 plus 5 equals to 0. Now here power is binomial. Power is binomial containing two terms. So you split it. First you split it. Minus 2 to the power x into 2 to the power 2 plus 5 equals to 0. Now you can see here in whole equation here there is 2 to the power x, here also 2 to the power x. It's clear? So you can assume let 2 to the power x, because 2 to the power x cannot be reduced further. 2 to the power x cannot be reduced further. Why? Because 2 is prime number and x it is variable that you have to find. It's clear? Suppose if it is 2 to the power 3x, in that case we can reduce it. How? Just now I have told 2 to the power x whole to the power 3. It's clear? But 2 to the power x cannot be reduced. So now 2 to the power x you take equal to a. So when you will take equal to a, so 3a plus 1 minus a into 2 square 4 plus 5 equals to 0. So it is 3a minus 4a plus 5 equals to 0. 3a minus 4a minus a equals to 0. So minus a equals to minus 8. So a equals to 8. It's clear? A equals to 8. So here a can be written as what? A is you have taken 2 to the power x. Therefore 2 to the power x equals to 8, which can be written as 2 to the power 3. So x equals to x will be equal to 3. It's clear? Now after this I can take question number 2. Here question number 2, 4 to the power x plus 3 equals to 112 plus 8 into 4 to the power x. 8 into 4 to the power x. Now how will you do? You have to solve this question. Here you can split 4 to the power x into 4 to the power 3, and 4 also you can write 2 to the power 2. 2 to the power 2. But that will not solve our purpose. First we will bring the term containing x in power in same side. 8 into 4 to the power x equals to 112. It's clear? I have taken this term in the transpose this term here in this side, in the left hand side. Now you write it as 4 to the power x into 4 to the power 3 minus 8 into 4 to the power x equals to 112. Now in your mind some picture will be clear that what will be the next step. Whether you will write 4 as 2 square or you will take out 4 to the power x common. It's clear? It will be very clear. So what will be better? It will be better you take out 4 to the power x common. Because if it is required to write 4 to the power x in the 2 edge base, then we can write in the later steps. It's clear? So because our aim is to find x, so if it is required to write 4 in edge 2 base, 4 edge 2 square, that we can write like in the later stage. Here we will take out 4 to the power x common because it is present in both. So here it is 4 cube minus 8 equals to 112. 4 to the power x, what is 4 cube? 64 minus 8 equals to 112. 4 to the power x into 56 equals to 112. So what is 4 to the power x? 112 upon 56. That is equals to 2. Now this cannot be reduced further. Suppose here if it comes 4, anyway it comes 4. Suppose here in place of 112 there is 224. 224 upon 56 it comes out 4. Here it is 4 to the power x and in that side only 4. So 4 you can write 4 power 1 and then compare the power. But here now what happened? It is 4 to the power x and here it is only 2, and 2 cannot be further reduced because it is a prime number. So what will you do? You will write this thing in 2 as base equals to 2. So 2 to the power 2x equals to 2 to the power 1. On comparing powers. When you will compare the powers, 2x will be equal to 1. So x will be equal to what? 1 upon 2. So this way you can do. Now here you have to find its value. 18x whole to the power 3x. 18x whole to the power 3x. So how will you find 18x whole to the power 3x? You substitute the value 18. What is x here? X is 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 whole to the power 3 x 3 this. Now 18 by 2, that is equals to 2 1 ja and 2 9 ja. So this is 9 whole to the power 3 by 2. Now we will write 9 as 3 square. When powers will multiply, what will you get? Here you will apply power rule. 2 and 2 cancel. So 3 to the power 3, that is 27. You can see once again. 18x whole to the power 3x. So substitute the value of x. So 18 into 1 by 2 whole to the power 3 into 1 by 2. 18 into 1 by 2 is 9 whole to the power 3 by 2. Now 9 can be written as 3 square. So 3 square whole to the power 3 by 2, when powers will multiply, it will come out this. It's clear. Now see the last question here. That is also very simple. Last question. You can see here it is 4.5 and 1 by 8. So what will you do? 4 you can write as 2 square. 0.5, 5 upon 10. 5 upon 10 means 1 upon 2. That also you can write as 2 as base. And 1 upon 8, that is 8 can be written 2 to the power 3. So everything can be written, every base can be written in terms of 2. So you change 2 to the power 2 x to minus 1 into 5 you can write 0.5 you can write 1 upon 2, or 10 upon 2 you, that is 5 upon 10 you can write. So but I am directly writing, that is very simple. Equals to, here power is negative, you make power positive by reciprocating the base. 8 to the power x. 1 upon 8, its reciprocal will be 8 upon 1, so simply you can write 8. Now This is a very common mistake which I am going to tell you. When students multiply, then they multiply only with x. Don't multiply with 1. So you have to multiply with both the terms. Means, so first you write this way. Otherwise students write only 2x minus 1, which is incorrect. This in the power form, 2 to the power minus 1 whole to the power 3 minus 2x. This as 2 to the power 3 whole to the power x. Now you can simplify 2x minus 2. 2 to the power, when this will be multiplied, minus 3 plus 2x equals to 2 to the power 3x. Now here there are two exponential terms in the product and base is same. So what will happen? Powers will be added. 2x minus 2. When you will add the power, it will become this. Equals to 2 to the power 3x. Now you simplify further. 2x plus 2x, 4x. Minus 2 minus 3, minus 5. Equals to 2 to the power 3x. So on comparing powers, when you will compare the power, it will be 4x minus 5 equals to 3x. This you can solve further. X will come out 5. You bring the term of x in left hand side and then solve it. It's clear? Now there is one more question in which there are two variables. So as you know that linear equation in one variable will be only one, either it will be x or it will be y, and for solving such equations only one equation is needed. But if there are two variables, then two equations will be required. In order to find the values of x and y, two equations will be required. So question number 40, second part in your book, it is the containing equations there are two equations containing x and y, and then you have to solve for that. Solve for x and y. So see here, I am going to tell you this question. Here it is 3 to the power x equals to 9 into 3 to the power y. 8 into 2 to the power y equals to 4 to the power x. First you will simplify, equate the powers and form the equations in x and y. It's clear? What will you do? You will simplify, make bases same in both the sides, then you equate the powers. After equating the power, you will get one equation in x and y. For example, when you do this, 3 is a prime number, it cannot be further simplified. X also, here it cannot be further reduced. This is 3 square, 9 you can write 3 square into 3 to the power y. That is 3 to the power 2 plus y. It's clear? 9 you have written 3 square into 3 to the power y. So this. Now on equating the powers. When you will equate the powers, what will you get? X equals to 2 plus y. So x minus y equals to 2. This is the first equation. Then you see here 8 into 2 to the power y equals to 4 to the power x. What will you write? 8. 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power y equals to 2 to the power 2 whole to the power x. Bases are same, so powers will be added. 2 to the power 2x. On equating 2x. So 3 equals, you take 2x here, minus 2x plus y equals to minus 3. So you solve equation 1 and 2, you will get the values of x and y. So further you can solve this. It's clear that I am not solving. Now I am discussing some more question from your exercise, and this will be the last lecture on this topic. It's clear? So if you have still any problem, if you are not getting, you try, and if you are not getting after solving 10 times, then you mention in the comment box, because you have to learn the technique of solving the questions independently without any help. So you can watch these videos, you can understand the techniques, and then after watching the videos, after understanding the techniques, you can write down somewhere the important points. You take your book, take your pen, book, notebook and pen, and solve. Keep the mobile aside. You don't keep the mobile with you. It's clear? During the solving, you don't see on the mobile. You try to solve it by your own. You don't see once again the video. It's clear? Because your aim should be to solve the question, to develop such a habit so that you can solve the questions independently without any help. So that is very much required. Now see here one more question I am explaining you. Question number 34, third part. Though all the questions are very simple, and I am sure that if you have watched all the videos and solved the questions up to the question number 30, you must be able to do the remaining questions. 125 upon 27. This is given here. It's clear? If you see here, in the left hand side, it is 3 upon 5. Base is 3 upon 5. In right hand side, it is 125 upon 27. 125 upon 27, you can know that 125 is 5 to the power 3, 27 is 3 to the power 3. Immediately you write it here in that way. 5 to the power 3, 3 to the power 3. You can further write, since the power is same in numerator and denominator. So you write it as 5 upon 3 whole to the power 3. Here base is 5 upon 3, here it will be 3 upon 5. So first you simplify. How will you write this square root term? Square root term can be written as 3 upon 5 whole to the power 1 upon 2. Then there is one more power, so you put this big bracket, x plus 1 equals to 5 by 3 whole to the power 3. Now powers will multiply. So 3 upon 5. When powers will multiply, it is 1 upon 2 into x plus 1 equals to, here in order to make the base 3 upon 5, you reciprocate the base and make the power negative. Make the power, change the sign of the power, minus 3. Now bases are same, so on equating powers, when you will equate the powers, it will be 1 upon 2 x plus 1 equals to minus 3, or x plus 1 equals to minus 6. So x equals to minus 6 minus 1, that is minus 7. You can see once again, on equating the power, you have got 1 upon 2 x plus 1 equals to minus 3. Then you take 2 in the other side. When you will take 2 in the other side, it will become minus 6. You take 1 in the other side, it will become minus 7. So this, now see here, now question number this fourth part of question number 34. Its fourth part. It is cube root 4 whole to the power 2x plus 1 by 2 equals to 1 upon 32. Now this is also very simple. Here this you can write as 4 to the power 1 upon 3, because it is cube root 4, you can write this way, whole to the power 2x plus 1 by 2 equals to 1 upon 2 to the power 5. Now powers will multiply. When powers will multiply, it will become 1 upon 3 2x plus 1 by 2 equals to 2 to the power minus 5. Now here right hand side base is 2, but here base is 4. So 4 you can write as 2 square whole to the power 1 by 3 2x plus 1 by 2 equals to 2 to the power minus 5. Now powers will multiply. Plus 1 by 2 equals to 2 to the power minus 5. Now on comparing the powers, when you will compare the powers, because bases are same, so you can compare the powers. When you will compare the powers, you will get this equation. Now further you can solve. I am not solving it further. So in this way you can do the remaining questions. So thank you.